meeting.
Peter, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Lord.
Chair Chapman? Here. Commissioner Zayas?
Here.
Administrator Jones?
I'm here.
And Commissioner Peach is attending the Board of Natural Resources today. Hopefully he's recovering as well. He's trying to do double duty. Request for modifications to the agenda.
I have nothing. I did contact Commissioner Peach, as you asked me yesterday, to make sure he was comfortable with leaving item 1D on the consent agenda. And he said yes, more than comfortable. He wants to follow the recommendation of the county prosecutor.
And for the record, on the weeks when Commissioner Peach is gone, we're asking him to pull any items that he would like to be present for, to participate in. So if you'll find the first Tuesday of the month, we're going to try to just stick with issues that have already been discussed and that he's already had a chance to participate. So this item was added, so we had the administrator contact Commissioner Peach to make sure he was comfortable. And sounds like he's okay with it. So.
Yes.
Approval of the agenda.
I move to approve today's agenda.
It's moved in second. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Public comment. Is there any member of the public wishing to make comment on agenda items? Unlike last week, I get up easy. Seeing no one. Consent agenda.
Thank you. Item 1A is approval of vouchers for the week of January 25th. Item 1B is approval of payroll for the period ending January 15th. Item 1C is approval of workers' compensation expenditures for the month of December. And item 1D is the Washington State Association of Counties amicus curiae brief for Washington County's risk pool versus Clark County.
I move to approve items 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D on the consent agenda.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Reports and presentations. Commissioner Zayas.
I have no reports or presentations this week.
Yeah, I don't even. Jim?
No, nothing from me.
Did Bill have anything you wanted to add?
No, other than he appreciates everybody's concerns, and yesterday was a really tough day for him, flu-wise. He was feeling better by last evening.
And he understood we pulled those last.
Yes, he did.
Kind of delayed making decisions on those last.
And he was thankful. He said, I really appreciate the new attitude of the board with that, and he says it's great practice. Glad you did.
Contracts and agreements.
Item 2A is amendment number 1 with the Washington State Department of Social Services Division of Behavioral Health and Recovery, and this is just a language modification, no change in the budget.
I move to approve Amendment 1 with the Washington State Department of Social Services Division of Behavioral Health and Recovery.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? We work session this. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Item 2B is an agreement with Peninsula Behavioral Health for psychiatric counseling and case management services to unfunded clients, maximum amount $23,365, and these were monies out of the CD Mental Health Program Fund.
I move to approve the agreement with Peninsula Behavioral Health for our psychiatric counseling and case management services to unfunded clients.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? Again, these were work session back on the 21st of December, but we also had a, did we do a follow-up because of Commissioner Zayas, Iva, on these as well?
We did a brief group
in January. We touched base
yes,
one more time.
Re-handed out the entire group of applications and talked about how it worked. Yes.
So it's moved and seconded. Any other questions, comments? All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Item 2C is agreement with Peninsula Behavioral Health for behavioral health services to juveniles involved in the justice system. Maximum amount $77,863 comes out of the budget under the CD Mental Health Program.
I move to approve this contract with Peninsula Behavioral Health to provide services to juveniles involved in the justice system for the period of January 1st through December 31st, 2016 for a maximum amount of $77,863.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? Again, work session a couple of times. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2D is an agreement with Volunteers in Medicine of the Olympics for behavioral health services to adult unfunded patients, maximum amount of $14,800. Again, the same grouping. The money comes from the budget out of the CD Mental Health Program.
Move to approve this contract with Volunteers in Medicine of the Olympics to provide behavioral health services to adult unfunded patients for calendar year 2016 for a maximum amount of $14,800.
Moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? Again, work session a couple times. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2E is an agreement with Olympic Personal Growth Center for substance abuse treatment services to adult unfunded clients, maximum amount of $55,000. And again, the same grouping out of the CD Mental Health Program Fund budget.
Move to approve this $55,000 contract with Olympic Personal Growth to provide substance abuse treatment services to adult unfunded clients for calendar 2016.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? Again, work session a couple times. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2F is an agreement with Parish Bartee, LLC, to purchase easement for the Carlsberg sewer system, maximum or total cost $1,000, all as was discussed on work session January 25th.
Move to approve this agreement with Parish Bartee to purchase easement for the Carlsberg sewer system.
It's moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 2G is an agreement with the City of Port Angeles for maintenance, repair, and operation of storm drainage facilities for the Clallam County Courthouse, all as was discussed in work session on January 25th. No change to the budget, as this was all part of the courthouse storm the retrofit project.
I move to approve the maintenance and operation agreement with the City of Port Angeles for the courthouse LID project.
Moved and seconded. Any questions, comments? Again, I'll just add, for the record, items 2A through 2G, work session a number of times. Commissioner Peach was in those work sessions. Commissioner Peach had the ability to pull in any of those items should he would wish to discuss them further. So that's why we have so much on today's agenda. He's looked at this and has not indicated that he has any disagreement with any of these items. So,
In fact, he told me he agreed with all of them last night.
thank you. So the motion and a second to make for the agreement with the City of Port Angeles. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Administration.
Item 3A is a resolution canceling uncollectible personal property taxes per RCW 84.56.240, all as was discussed yesterday in work session.
I move to approve the resolution canceling uncollectible personal property taxes.
Moved and seconded. So in this case, Commissioner Peach was not here yesterday, but there's a time-sensitive nature from the request from the treasurer. So I hope that you at least alerted him of this.
I did.
I don't see how we can hold off until he shows up. So in this case, he doesn't have a chance to weigh in, but this is directly a result of the treasurer's report and the work that she has completed. So I don't really see the options.
No, I don't.
And it is a ministerial function accorded to the treasurer by RCW, and he agreed that that is her duty. Right?
So moved and seconded. All in favor?
Can I make a comment?
Oh, sure.
I just, for those of you who haven't looked at this list online, if you do, you'll notice that it's extremely short this year, and that means that the treasurer's office has been working very hard to collect back and unpaid taxes. So my congratulations to your team for doing such excellent work in this regard.
I concur with those remarks. I think if someone were to pull the public record, you would find in many years that this list exceeds the number of 5 that are on this year. So by magnitude much greater. My memory may be wrong, but I suspect that it's been much longer over the years. And just you guys are doing a much better. Staff's doing a great job. It doesn't mean they weren't doing a good job before. It's kind of a backhanded compliment, actually, now that I think about it. But you're doing a great job. Thank you. All in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And item 3B is a resolution appointing a member to the Trust Lands Advisory Committee. Namely, Council Member Michael Meredith is appointed as the City of Port Angeles representative.
I move to appoint Michael Meredith as the City of Port Angeles' representative on the Trust Lands Advisory Committee.
Moved and seconded. Did you get a chance to talk to Commissioner Peach about this?
I didn't. He didn't.
Again, it's a tough one. As City of Port Angeles' representative, so we really have nothing to do but to accept that. It is his, he's in charge, kind of overseeing that committee.
He didn't bring that one up.
Right. I think we're probably okay. If he has an objection, he can raise it, we can reconsider it, but you'd have to probably work with the city to get reconsideration. This is exactly what was brought to us a couple weeks ago, where Council Member Clallam said that the City Council hadn't talked about this. Now it appears that they have gone through their process. So,
I think so too. It appears to me that they've gone through the process, which we asked them to do, and come up with a different recommendation. So I see no reason why we should not accept it.
So it's moved and seconded to accept the City of Port Angeles' appointment to the Trust Lands Advisory Committee. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. No bids and awards, no budget, no community development, no public works, no public hearings, public comment. Is there any member of the public who wishes to make general comment before the board? Yeah, Kim.
Good morning. Morning 300 Port Angeles. Yesterday morning before the meeting, I was confronted in the Safeway parking lot by a person wondering if I had slighted him previously, was spouting profanities, was aggressive in his interaction with me. I managed to de-escalate that situation and walk away, but I would tell everybody to be vigilant. I've seen activities in the Safeway parking lot over the years that have been needing attention, but this is the first time I've been confronted in my lifetime in this city like this. So, thank you.
Thanks, Ken. Anybody else wish to comment? If not, review the calendar. There's nothing on the calendar for the rest of this week where the board will be participating, so if there's no objection, we'll continue this week's meeting to next Monday morning at 9 a.m. There's no objection, so ordered.
I didn't need a battery at all.